Frank Lampard becomes the manager of Coventry City Football Club.
Big announcements, Uncle Frankie Wanky, straight on the front line to get us out of destitution and get us into restoration,
Yo guys, welcome to another podcast of Sky Blue Army TV. I hope everyone's safe and well. It weren't really shocking today, to be honest with you. We expected this announcement to be made. And just talking about the interview and stuff, Francis, what's your thoughts on that?
Boy, Mama's looking at her breath, you know.
To come in and try and help with the good work and foundations that I think have already been laid at the club, specifically in recent years with the work that Mark did himself and with the work that Doug King is now doing at the top of the club. It's an ambitious club that wants to move forward, and I want to help as much as I can.
Like his lifeline is dwindling.
Nah. You know what it was?
Oh, is that a breath?
Francis, what it was, he took the training session on the green for... come on, we know guys, mate, we ain't exercised for a long time. And you go start running, or you go swimming, you're going to be out of breath naturally. So I think it's down to that. But I hope it is anyway.
So what you saying, 1 mile per hour Sheaf got him puffing.
I reckon he was showing
Sheaf.
I think he was showing Sheaf of how to, control the ball
in
and freaking pass the ball, run off the ball. But
Frank, I hope you're fully fit, because if you sign the contract and you're getting Kalas soon, that would be a terrible, terrible business.
But to be honest, like everyone knows, I had my doubts about Frank Lampard. But looking at it from a sunny
holistic
point of view, I think it can only be a good thing. We have to get behind the manager. We haven't got a choice, and also, he could bring a lot of great service to the club. He knows a lot of players, a lot of scouts, a lot of agents, and and the way he played football himself. Hopefully, he can replicate that in the midfield. Because I don't know what George Boateng was doing, so he's been let go today.
Because he's an idiot. He's a little iPad done. I see him there in the full tracksuit, sitting there like this on the iPad, doing nothing.
But I didn't really see much expression from George. I didn't really see any communication from George.
What did he specialise in, the midfield?
He was the midfield enforcer. He used to win the ball, he used to keep the ball, he used to play the ball, he used to score. He had everything.
So he was the midfield coach?
Well, he was a good, he's supposed to be on midfield.
And we've had the worst midfield since back in 19 Hola.
It's been shocking, hasn't it?
It's been terrible. Passing back, negative play. Hopefully now a new era, new Frankie.
Frank Lampard then, one of the greatest... midfielders ever to grace the Premier League, and everyone knows that. And now, if he can't do it, then I don't know who's going to do it. But I think he's got his team coming in now. I think there's a new vibe around the city, and hopefully, we need to give it a chance. And it was just hard to see Mark Robins, leave like the way he did. But things on to pastures new, and we need to, hope for the best. Because
we need to kick on now.
Yeah.
Here's what needs to happen. Here's my prophecy. For this to work for my man, Frank Lampard needs to get back in. He needs Skrilla, Peas, Wonga, Euros, De Niro, Yen, every blood key currency. 20 million you lot need to give him in January come summer, minimum 20, because we need a new midfielder. We need 2 new centre-backs, This goalkeeper situation ain't too sure. If Colin Stainer is going, if Dolvin Stainer going, you know what I'm saying? So you have to give him funding so he can create his own team. Because right now, any failures that succumb the team, they're not Frank Lampard's fault, because it's not Frank Lampard's team. It's Mark Robins' team and Doug King's team.
That's why I think they've given him 2.5 years. The half a years to get this season out of the way, and then the 2 years are his test.
For him
the
to
first
build
year,
his own
pre-season building, first year to get into the groovy business, and the second year to deliver the goods. But we want the goods now. You know what I mean? But Rome wasn't built in a day. But
you know what? I would sacrifice short-term glory for long-term stability and success, to be honest.
Yeah.
So even if we just scrape staying in the league, I would take that if I knew next season we would kick on and have a more stable output.
I think we're going to do that anyway. We've all stayed in the league. The players have got something about them. But the thing is, as Coventry City fans, we want success straight away, and sometimes things take time. And like I said about the Lego blocks, we're building again now, and it's going to take time. So guys, be patient. Sing Frank Lampard's heart out. Sing his name out loud this Saturday against Cardiff City. And let's see what this tactical genius has about him, because he's obviously been given a lowdown about every player on the pitch, Let's see how his Championship manager
He's
skills
probably
are
watched-
like now.
He's probably watched a lot of
This
the
is
games
real
as well.
life. This ain't no computer game.
Yeah, he's probably watched a lot of the games as well.
Yeah.
You mean?
What you reckon they're talking about Sakamoto? You got this Japanese right hand side winger
Sakamoto
who just goes in and
warrior.
out of players, mate. Skins them alive, can score with his left foot, can go outside with his right foot. Mate, absolutely. There's so much for him to work on because the players we got ain't bad players. You got Ben Chief, he could be a general in the midfield.
Some of them are
He
jokers
is.
still.
No,
Some of them are
no.
jokers.
We've got good players. Hadji Wright, American international, brilliant. You got Ellis Sims, yeah, on his day, he can play well. We've got Mason Clark. Mason Clark's a very strong player on that left-hand side. You know, we've got Jake Bidwell, we've got freaking Thomas, we've got freaking Binks, and then I don't know what's happening with the goalkeeping because the goalkeepers keep changing. What's your take on the goalkeeping situation?
Oh, you know, the last game when against Sheffield United, yeah, when Collins held his knee, you know, we got no other backup keeper. It would have been Pete because would have brought in Crutches Dovin to save the day. So, boy, and Wilson's out injured. So, boy, that was a touch and go situation there.
So maybe that's a position we need to look at in the January transfer.
We've got 3 keepers already. It's just 2 are injured.
But how about a good keeper?
They need to start drinking their oatmeal and drink their Horlicks tea in the morning, yeah, and get stronger. That's what they need to do because they're weak right now. This is what Lampard needs to address. Weak.
So, another thing, how about Sakamoto then? Because he got a few goals up on the left-hand side. You know, they're just playing him wherever they want to play him. I think his right-hand side is his best position. Yeah? Cutting on his
right wing, yeah.
You know, even he didn't look really, he looked very sad the last game. He's constantly being brought on, right? The last 15 minutes of each game. With Mark Robbins' thing, last 10 minutes. I think it's bang out of order. This is clearly our most attacking, potent, attacking midfielder on the right-hand side, left-hand side, wherever you want to play him. And he's the most biggest goal threat. Consistently sets up chances for strikers, consistently assisting, and still he finds himself on the bench. What's all that about?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm quite passionate about this because there's very few times a player really catches your eye like Tats Sakamoto. I think he's unreal. And, we need to give him game time because even Norman Bassett, he should have been having more games.
I think his position must be solidified now. Bassett has to start every game now.
Yeah.
Because his energy, what he offers is unparalleled. The other strikers don't offer that.
And do you know that, what's his name, Kevin De Bruyne? I've heard this from Belgium. De Bruyne said this is the next biggest striker to come from Europe. Under 19, just made the Belgium first team, yes? Come on, there's a lot of potential in this guy. So in Norman, he's going to be an absolute brilliant player. And you could just see with the fans' reaction every time this guy runs for the ball, every time he wins the ball, every time he puts a challenge in, every time he scores out of nothing. This guy is the real deal. And believe me, I'm telling you right now, this guy's going to be every much as good as Victor Gyökeres. You've heard it from here, Sonny Taka.
Yeah. Bassett's got aura about him.
He's got.
You know what is mad? Yeah, when he's on the pitch, defenders have to think. Certain other strikers we've got, I won't mention names no more. People know who I'm talking about. Yeah, when they're on the pitch, defenders don't need to think too much. But when Bassett's on the pitch, he's pulling you this way, pulling you that way. He's pulling you every which way.
He works hard, doesn't he?
He does,
and
his hold-up play is relatively good as well.
Decent, yeah.
But hey, what? So for the future Coventry for the rest of the season now, stay up in the league. Do we do business in January or not? Will Doug King allow him to do business in January or not?
Yes, he will, because Frank's got to start somewhere. January's first point of call. I think he's going to get a good feel for the team this December and have a nice roast dinner at Christmas and think about things, And then in the new year, hopefully it'll be a happy new year and he'll get his gifts. I think he's already got players planned. He's been watching a lot of games, what I've heard. And there's certain players that he's thinking about getting, whether it be on loan or permanent transfer. The guy's got a lot of contacts, and I think it's only going to be a good thing because, like I said, there's been a couple of big jigsaw pieces missing out of that team. Fill those jigsaw pieces out, and we could have a push.
So, when you talk of jigsaw, what do you think teams missing to become that final picture? What do we need position-wise?
We're missing the holding midfielder, the baller, the one who can get the game by the scruff of the neck and make others comfortable around him, all right? And another guy who we're missing is a prolific goal scorer, someone who can put the ball into the back of the net. I think the defence would be a lot at ease if the midfielder was there to ease off the pressure because the ball's always coming back. to the
can't-
defence.
can't-
So
yeah.
don't matter how good your defence is.
That's
there's
a very good point.
And if there's no midfield, you're
Midfield can't hold on to
I
it,
think
yeah.
Bobby Thomas and Binks, Van Eyck, Bidwell,
De Silva.
they're very, very strong.
Bidwell very strong.
Yeah, because they're constantly under pressure. Get the midfielder in, Frank, if you're listening, all right? The general midfielder who can hold up the ball and he can play the ball. Someone like Hamer, yeah? There you go. Someone in that mould. And I'm sure Frank knows a lot of players of that ability.
Of that fold, yeah. So you're saying that a midfielder that can hold it down, a centre back.
That's our main thing this year. It's not been
Midfielders.
conceding, it's the midfielders. I've been saying it every game, haven't I, mate?
That's true.
And that's it, to sort the midfield out. But anyway, I'm feeling very positive at the moment. I think there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel, and we just need to keep, turning up in our numbers and keep supporting the team, and be proud to wear this badge, as we always are. And, nature will take its course, and the Sky Blues will succeed.
I wonder what chance they're gonna make for Lampard. You must have, like, it's
gonna be Frank.
I wonder what they're gonna make for Lampard. What, they got one already for it?
Super Frank, Super Frank, Super John, Super Frankie Lampard. There you go, guys. That's the one. I like that. I missed that one. Old school.
But that's from his
Frankie
football days. That's
Lampard.
his football days, though. He needs a manager one now.
No.
Can't give him the same one as when he was a footballer.
Super Frank, can he? Frank, show us that you're super. All right, because the Sky Blues fans are waiting for you to show the superness. Okay. Anything else you want to say to the faithful before we check out?
What my personal message to Frank Lampard is here. I want to see invigoration. I want to see something different. I want to see something outside the box on it. So I think this season, I think we've been victim of a lot of people, a lot of players not playing to their strengths, such as Sakamoto not playing to his strength on the right wing, such as some other players. Like, I think here, man like Torp should be played further up, you know.
It should be.
I don't think he's a deep lying midfielder. Yeah. Them kind of things there, I think Frank Lampard, who was a midfielder himself, would be able to identify.
You know, the thing with Torp is Torp's an attacking midfielder. They're playing him as a defensive midfielder.
Exactly.
The thing
He's not.
The man ain't got that pace, so for him to run from this side of the pitch to there,
He's not,
it takes a lot. So play him in the right position, Frank, man. Play these guys in the right position.
It's not your fault, Frank. It's your day one. It's your day one. We're talking about past the mess ups, isn't it?
Play the players in the right position. Radoni's got a lot about it. But
Ronaldinho, Radoni's a 10 as well. That's the problem.
He can
Too many
score.
10s, bro.
Yeah.
No 60s, no 4s.
But anyway, guys, we'll see you on Saturday at the CBS. Big up the XL Motors crew. I'll be there with them. And also, come and say hello to me and Francis when you're around and get involved. But anything you want to say, mate, before we go out?
Yeah, I just want to end with show your support to Frank Lampard. Give him until the end of the season before you start going mad, yeah. If things don't go looking good, yeah. And then give Doug King 2 windows, this January window and the summer window. See what he does. See how the team's looking. We need to shift some players. Some players need to go. We need revenue and customs to bring back some of the coffers because we wasted a lot of money on dead food. But it's time to change this food from chicken and chips from Fawzia Road to Michelin star on London Mayfair, yeah. So there's still chances to do that, yeah. But Lampard, welcome to Coventry City. You'll see us around, or you'll see us on a screen near you. I know your kids are going to be watching Sky Drama TV soon because we're up there. And obviously, thank all of you lot for supporting the thing as well. Big up Suddy and that. Big up, where we at? What's the location? Where we at?
We're at the Manor House in Flongley today. Absolutely superb hospitality.
Just had a fish and chips. Turn up, serious. The batter on that fish was battery.
But anyway,
Nice
play
and
up Sky
salty.
Blues while we sing together.
Very cool. We will never lose.